NXT, if you want to talk about a big motherfucking battle,
Yeah.
they had Tony D'Angelo hired Alex
Emma
Hammerstone
Stone, yes, Lord.
to take on Oba Femi. Oba Femi threw him around like he was a child. Had
Yeah.
that man all up in the air.
Oba is a behemoth. I love NXT. It might just be my favorite pure
That's your favorite.
all the way through
I can see
wrestling
that.
show right now. To be quite frank, I love it.
It's a
It's
good
a
show.
great mix of women's wrestling and the
Mm-hmm.
men are interesting. I
Mm-hmm.
just love NXT. And they brought out Hammerstone. I really love Tony D'Angelo. I know that the gimmick is cookie cutter and it's kind of a thing, but what I like about Tony D'Angelo is that he is good in ring. He's great in ring, but he's actually was like a college wrestler or something like that, so he has that background.
Mm.
And for what the gimmick is, he does a fantastic job
Mm-hmm.
working the gimmick.
Yeah.
I know they got to get him out of it, and
Yeah.
I want to see what he can do. Maybe what's going to go. I think he's a good worker.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
Hammerstone came out, and I think it was great for people to see that.
Ah.
And also, too, I think this was great for Oba Femi because it's putting him against. It's showing that he's working as a new person, new to this. Oba is relatively new,
Mm.
to see him being able to work with the Alex Hammerstone
Mm.
and some of these guys, and it looked believable, it not look rigid, it not look clumsy.
You're right, bro.
Oba is he's just that guy for me.
Yeah.
Love Oba Femi.
Yeah. I don't know.
Waka!
I mean, G Dixon. I don't. I'm not going to answer your other
Keep it
question,
down
but
there.
I don't know if I do agree. I don't. I wouldn't put Oba anywhere near the main roster yet. I feel like he's good where he is right now. Let that man build up. When you think of, we were just talking about Gunther. He had that NXT. He had one in NXT championships for like 700 days or something like that, right? Like
Yeah,
they did a good like 2 almost 3 years of really building him before they were taking him to the main roster and then doing that with the IC title. Like think like the last like 5 years of Gunther's life has really been prepping him for right now. They could do that with Oba Femi. Oba Femi don't have to go up to the main. Roxanne Perez may be going to the main roster soon,
it's
but
time for her to get out of there.
it when seeing Giulia beat on your girl ass on Tuesday let me know that this first episode of NXT on CW, Giulia may have that fucking title, bro.
Yeah. You know what? Here's the thing. I want to
And
put over first of all, I don't go in, I don't go up. There's not a lot of women who can get me, but
right.
that Julia honey,
Mm-hmm.
baby.
I like
There's
it.
something about her. That's the face for the ages. Bad. I hate the hair, but we can work with it. The way she walk out to the crowd, she walks, and it may be something that's just common in Marigold. I've been watching Marigold lately too.
Okay.
But the way she comes out to the ring and she walks, her swagger reminds me of Shinsuke for some reason.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it's like that clumsy, calculated, kind of jokey but sinister kind of thing.
Yep.
Giulia showed me. I mean, I already watched her matches in Marigold, but I love that they put her with Chelsea. Y'all know I love Chelsea Green. I love Chelsea, and Chelsea does her job. She
Mm-hmm.
plays her part.
Right.
Like when she came out the week before this past week, and she was talking to Roxanne, she was like, "No flavor, Ava." I was like,
Facts.
"Yes." Chelsea Green, and I know we're talking about Giulia right now,
Mm-hmm.
but Chelsea Green, I would love to see her get that women's belt for just a month and make them change it to the Divas title and give her that story. Like, I love Chelsea Green, and the crazy thing is when she came back, I was like Chelsea Green. I'm like, what? When the word got out about the gimmick, I was like, I don't know about this, but she has really taken there's nobody like her right now on the roster.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And she's found a place where she stands out. And is she the best wrestler in the world? We know she not, but she's good enough and competent enough and has the package together enough that it really works. Now, as far as Giulia is concerned, Giulia, one thing that I admire that she did when she talked to Roxanne, she
Mm-hmm.
said, "Hold on, what's the man Funaki? Funaki,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
she hold on Funaki, and she spoke to her in English. That
Yes.
shows that this girl is she understands the deficits of some of the women who came before her, because everybody's not going to be Oscar, where the personality can supersede the language barrier. She
Right.
understands that I'm not that girl, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to put in some work and say some of these promos in English to get me over, and it was just enough. Giulia is bad.
Yeah.
Roxanne is she's in her bag right now.
Yeah, she has been.
Roxanne Perez is in her bag. And I was skeptical about her heel work in the beginning, but
Right.
she has really gotten that character
It's been a
together.
great run.
And it's been fantastic. And Roxanne is ready for main roster.
Mm-hmm.
She's ready to be inserted into some good storylines. Um, I can't say enough about NXT. The Wesley and Pete Wentz situation that's going on.
Damn,
Wesley is
Chris
starting to
Bryant.
lean into his heel shit,
Yeah,
and
it
I'm
is.
believing it.
Mm-hmm.
NXT is just it's just a good time for me. It's a show that I don't miss. Any week I watch it no matter what.
You know, don't
I love
forget my
NXT.
my boy Trick Williams. I got to say, I think I tweeted it last week, but then he had the match this past Tuesday where him and Pete Dunne ended up broken through all the damn tables and whatnot. I really enjoy what they're doing with him right now. I think Trick Williams as champion, Trick Williams whooping that trick, all that shit is cool. I think it's going to be much sweeter once he gets through the Pete Dunnes and the Ethan Pages and whoever they're throwing at him, because he's going to come out on the other next year, next summer. Trick Williams, he may feel like a different wrestler if he takes the time to pick up the tools that he's getting from all these people that he's working with. He's gonna be a problem. But
Yeah.
I really like that match. So I really like that match at the end of NXT the other day.
Yeah, they just it's I do want somebody else to head that North American title, women's North American title.
I mean,
And that's no shade to Kalani. Beautiful girl, beautiful gowns, but um, there's some real potential with that belt if you get it, a good thing going. Um, I just,
I like Dion Lennox. I think we spoke on Dion Lennox a couple weeks ago. Whenever he had that one match on TV,
oh yeah, I
um,
like Deion Lennox a lot.
Trick did drop a whole diss track on Peter Dunne, Butch or whatever my man name is. Oh, speaking of Jada, I do like. That's the thing. I like that they're taking these people who look like stars and they're starting to put them through their paces on like regular NXT track. I love seeing that type of stuff. They did mention. Oh, and shouts out Javon Evans. I like his performance in the British rounds match as well. They mentioned that not only are it's Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill have been added to the first NXT on the CW on October 1st. There will also be an episode of edition of Ms. TV. So they blowing that shit up.
Oh, they making sure they get the rating.
Yeah, they blowing that up.
Lit.
That I mean, when I saw those advertisements, like yeah, that's why we've been having WWE main roster people on that show. They're getting us ready for the CM Punks and the Randy Ortons and everybody regularly being on the CW program with NXT. I don't know, feels good.
I imagine that was probably a part of the deal. No, CW ain't gonna be like, yeah, girl, we'll take NXT, and that's all we're gonna get. And we ain't gonna get no celebrities.
Probably, I WWE ain't dumb either. You know what I mean? Like I imagine they probably bake some of that stuff in there because you have to boost the rating once they come over there.